This is ChestertonRadio.com.
65.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
I wooed my gal with music soft and finally won her hand when I got smart and switched right to that happy, lucky brand.
Throughout the South and up north too, most smokers will agree. For perfect mildness and rich taste, smoke LSMFT.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Friends, enjoy your cigarette. If you're not happy with your present brand, and a 38-city survey shows that millions of smokers are not, switch to Lucky Strike. With every Lucky you light, you always get complete smoking enjoyment. That happy blending of perfect mildness and rich, true taste that fine tobacco, and only fine tobacco, can give you. And remember, LSMFT, Lucky Strike, means fine tobacco. So for all the deep-down smoking enjoyment you want and deserve in your cigarette, be happy, go lucky. Make your next carton Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, the Sportsman Quartet, and yours truly, Don Wilson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take you back about an hour before the broadcast. At the moment, Jack is in his dressing room talking to Rochester.
Say, Rochester, the rehearsal went pretty good today, didn't it?
I guess so.
I thought the script sounded very funny, didn't you?
It was all right.
Rochester, what's the matter? You've been acting kind of blue all day. What's wrong?
Well, I'll have to tell you sometime, so I might as well do it now. I'm going to leave you.
Leave me? Why?
Well, boss, let's put it this way. You know that Bank of America down on the corner by your house?
Yes.
Well, I've been passing it for 15 years, and just once I'd like to turn in.
Oh, stop. You get everything you want. A nice home, food, clothes. Besides that, I give you pin money.
I know, but stick me a little deeper, boy.
Rochester, I'm hurt to think that money could come between us after all this time. Why, you've been with me for 14 years.
15 years, boss.
No, 14.
15. I came to work for you the first year you were 39.
Oh, stop bragging. I was 39 before I ever met you. Anyway, Rochester, you're not going to leave me.
Yes, I am. I got another offer.
Another offer? Look, Rochester, you do hard work. I have been thinking of giving you a raise, and, well, since this is the start of a new year, you may as well get it now. Tell me, how much am I paying you?
You mean including withholding tax, Social Security, deductions, and unemployment insurance?
Yes.
We break even and shake hands.
Well, that's all going to be changed. Starting today, I'm giving you a $10 a week raise. What have you got to say to that?
Oh, that's wonderful, boss. Wonderful. Excuse me a minute. Hello? I'm sorry, Miss Bankhead, the deal is off.
Now, Rochester, I know you're kidding. So stop making up a lot of things. Come in.
Hey, Jackson, I've finished rehearsing the band.
Good, good.
We're going to run through the script again?
No, it isn't necessary, Don.
Oh, I still have to rehearse my song.
We'll do it later, Dennis. Come on in and relax a while. You know, fellas, I was thinking that perhaps we could... Oh, Phil, for heaven's sake, watch what you're doing. You're mussing up my hair.
I'm sorry, Jackson. I didn't see it there when I sat down.
Well, be more careful next time.
Throw it up in the air, Phil. I've got my slingshot.
Now, cut that out. I wish you fellas wouldn't upset me right before the show.
Oh, now, what's the matter, Jack? Why are you so nervous?
Don, you know I'm always on edge right before a broadcast.
Jackson, I can't understand you. What do you got to be nervous about?
What?
Why don't you be like me?
Like you?
Certainly. When I do a show, I just walk out and stand in the middle of the stage, look the audience right in the eye, and defy them not to like me.
I should do that?
Yeah, but first marry money like I did.
I knew there was a catch to it. Listen, Phil, when I have to do... Come in. Oh, it's Mel Blanc. Hiya, Mel.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Here's that $1 I owe you for the Rose Bowl game.
Oh, thanks, Mel.
Hey, Mel, you bet on California, huh?
No, I didn't bet.
Then why do you owe Jackson $1?
I watched the game on his television set.
All right. See you later, Mel.
Yeah, so long.
By the way, Don, you should have come
Oh,
over.
I didn't have to, Jack. I was at the game.
Oh.
And it was really exciting. But the most thrilling thing of all was when Michigan won and they carried Coach Oosterban out of the bowl.
That's right.
Well, say, Phil, what did you win?
Me?
Yeah, I saw them carry you out, too.
What?
I was the only one who cheered.
Look, Dennis.
Boy, was I proud. Phil's my friend.
Dennis, you can stop being proud. Out of the 98,939 people at the Rose Bowl, your friend was the only one who didn't know Michigan won till January the 4th. That's your friend over there. Now, Don, would you do me a favor? Oh, hold it a minute. There's the phone. Hello? Oh, hello. How are you? Look, I'm just trying to be polite. Dennis, it's your mother.
Thank you. Hello? Oh, yes, Mother. Well, Mother, you told me to take off the ornaments and then burn the Christmas tree, so I burned it. Well, you didn't say anything about taking it out of the house.
What?
All right, Mother. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Dennis, what happened?
Same as last year, our house burned down.
Oh, well, fortunately, your mother's a carpenter. Now, Don... didn't expect that laugh. Now, Don... Would you go out on the stage? Don, would you go out on the stage and see that everything is ready for the broadcast?
Okay, Jack.
I'll go with you, Don.
Now, Dennis, while I'm taking care of the scripts, you see that the boys in the band have the music
I
for
beg
you.
your pardon, but could you tell me where Studio A is?
Well, yes, it's right around the... wait a minute. Aren't you Deborah Carr?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm certainly glad to see you. I'm Don Wilson.
Yes, I know. And this is Dennis Day, isn't it?
Yes. Dennis, you know Deborah Carr.
How do you do, Miss Carr?
Hello, Dennis.
Deborah, Jack's in his dressing room. I'll call him. Oh, Jack! Jack!
What is it, Don?
Look who's here!
Well, if it isn't Deborah Kerr. Hello, Deborah.
Hello, Jack.
Jack, her name is pronounced Carr. Isn't it, Deborah?
Yes, but that's all right. A lot of people make that mistake.
What do you mean mistake? It's spelled K-E-R-R, isn't it?
Yes, but in England it's pronounced car.
Oh.
Just like here in America you say Derby, and over there we say Derby.
Oh, yes. Well, that reminds me. Yesterday I was in the Brown Derby and I ran into Clark Gable. I thought that was good. You know, he was having borscht.
It's borscht over there, too.
Oh.
Well, if you'll excuse me, Miss Carr, but we have a few last-minute things to do before we start the broadcast.
Yes, go ahead, Don. Tell me, Deborah, what are you doing here at CBS?
I came down to see a television show. Some friends of mine are on it.
Oh, really? You know, Deborah, I did a television program.
Yes, I know, Jack. I saw it. That was about 10 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yes, and now I'm going to do another one.
So soon?
Soon?
I mean, with your radio shows and all, how do you find time?
Well, it is difficult. But you know, Deborah, it's such a coincidence running into you today when only last night I saw your latest picture, King Solomon's Mine.
Oh, did you like it?
Yes, I saw it at a drive-in, and I thought it was just great, but I missed the very end of it.
You did?
Yeah, you see, the fog came up suddenly, and I couldn't see the last 50 seconds of the picture.
Oh, well, if you wish, I'll tell you how it ended.
No, it wouldn't be fair. I got my money back. But Deborah, King Solomon's Mines was really exciting, and you and Stuart Granger were wonderful in it. But I must tell you a little secret. For a while, the producer was considering me for the part.
Well, Jack, I'm certainly glad I got it.
No, I meant Stuart Granger's part. I think. I would have loved to have gone to Africa. I bet you got a kick out of it.
Oh, most of it was fun, but we had one horrible experience. We ran into a tribe of savages. They were so fierce-looking, so wild-eyed, and so completely uncivilized. Oh, I never want to see a sight like that again.
Then you better close your eyes. Here comes Phil Harris's musicians. Look out! What a gang.
Yes, the one with the clarinet looks like an anteater.
It is an anteater. Phil doesn't know it. Now, Deborah, getting back to King Solomon's Mines, and believe me, I don't want to sound like a ham or that I'm envious of Stuart Granger, because I'm not. But if I had played that part, I would have done it a little bit differently. I would have sort of changed things around.
But, Jack, you couldn't change the locale.
No, Deborah, I didn't mean that. I would have kept it in that same place, in the heart of Africa, in the same treacherous jungle with the savages constantly singing their chants and beating their native drums. Yes, I would have done it something like this.
My business is leading safaris through the animal-infested jungles of dark Africa. For 12 years, I had lived among the savages in the Belgian Congo. I lived in a little village called Nairobi Sekarnyanjo, Kenzo Boziga, Uganda Watusi, Tanganyika. My friend stopped writing to me because my address was driving him nuts. They couldn't remember my zone number. That's why I decided to leave the treacherous life of the jungle and go back to England. In fact, I was in my hut packing, happy in the knowledge that I would soon stop hearing the monotonous beat of those infernal drums.
Let me see now. I think I've got everything packed. I can hardly believe it. In 3 short weeks, I'll be back home. Gosh, I haven't seen a civilized woman in over... Ooga boogie. Yes, sir. It'll sure be good getting back. Ooga boogie. Doggone it, ooga boogie means come in. Those natives don't even understand their own language. I said ooga... Well.
Hello. Well, don't stand there staring at me. Aren't you going to ask me to ooga boogie?
Yes. Come in. Come right in.
Are you Alan Quatermain?
Her voice was so beautiful. Even the name Alan sounded good to me.
Yes, I'm Quartermain. What can I do for you?
I heard that you're the best guide in Africa, and I want to hire you to lead a safari through the jungle.
Well, you're too late. I was just packing to go back to England.
But I've traveled thousands of miles to see you.
I'm sorry, miss. My mind is made up.
But you can't. You can't turn me down. It's a matter of life and death. Please, please, you've got to listen to me. I've come all this way to see you because you're the only one who can help me. So don't turn me down. Please. I beg you. I implore you. Please, please say you will do it. I need you. I need you. I need you.
As she lay there, crumpled at my feet, exhausted from her dramatic outburst, I was confused. I couldn't tell whether she was after me or an Academy Award.
I'm sorry, miss, but I've had enough of the jungle, and I'm going back to England.
Oh, but Mr. Quartermain, I'm trying to find my lost uncle. He came to the jungle to write a book. His name is Sylvania Cartwright.
Sylvania?
That was his pen name.
Oh, yes, Pennsylvania. That writer I'm firing. So your uncle is lost, eh?
Yes, he came here 2 years ago to do some research on King Solomon's mines.
King Solomon's mines? Well, that's just a myth. There's no such place.
Oh, but there is. My brother has a map.
Your brother?
Yes, he's right outside. I'll call him in. Oh, brother, come in here.
So you're her brother, eh?
Yeah, you want to make something out of it?
It was then I decided to go on this dangerous trek through the death-infested jungle, if only to lose him.
All right, I'll go with you. But before we leave, you'll have to sign this register.
Certainly.
That's a pretty name. Deborah Kerr.
That's Carr.
Carr?
Yeah, you want to make something out of it?
Not wanting to cheat a hungry leopard out of an hors d'oeuvre, I didn't lay a hand on him. The next morning, I formed a safari. With 22 natives carrying water, food, and supplies, we set out on our dangerous journey. For miles and miles and miles, the natives sang their tribal chant as we hacked our way through the jungle.
What's the matter?
Stay close together. This is very dangerous territory. There may be a lion lurking behind every bush. Quiet, everybody. That bush, it just moved. The natives will circle it. Then after I shoot, they'll dive in and grab it.
What do you think it is?
I don't know, but if it's a lion, we'll skin it. If it's a gazelle, we'll eat it. Quiet now. They got it! They got it! Umba Kaloda Nuwamba! Well, at least the natives can eat.
What did you shoot?
Your brother. See that hole in his head?
Oh, he's always had that.
Oh.
But you did enlarge it.
Oh, I shot him all right, but I still couldn't get rid of him. Our goal was King Solomon's mines, and her brother was the only one who had the map. It was painted on the roof of his mouth. He did it himself. Of course, he had to buy the brush and the paints. He had his own palette. When I heard myself saying a thing like that, I knew the sun was hotter than I thought. But we had to trek on if we ever expected to reach our first stopping place, the village of Kalawana. As our safari pushed through the jungle, our natives sang their tribal chant.
Jingle, bangle, bungle, we're so happy in the jungle we refuse to go. We must admit your video makes us giddy, so let's get this clear. Just as long as we have luckies, we'll stay right here. Oh, bunga, 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 you can have your Cucamonga, Anaheim, or a zoo. There is nothing in Kentucky like puffing on a lucky in your own canoe. No puff is ever rough, there's no rough puff in Luckies, you know. So don't forget to take along a lot of Luckies wherever you go. On your safari, take a lot or you'll sure be sorry. Arganua Mawa means Lucky Strike.
When the natives finished their chant, I thought I heard people applauding. Then I realized it was just two Ubangis having an argument. For the next 2 weeks, we trudged onwards to Kalawana.
Quartermain.
Lakua!
What is it, Deborah?
Look at that strange little bird up in that tree.
Where?
There.
What's strange about that?
It's the first time I ever saw a woodpecker with a mustache.
You'll see many strange things deep in the jungle. Look out for that lion.
Oh, Quartermain, I'm frightened. How much further is it to Kalawana?
About 15 miles.
Gee, that isn't so bad.
Why, no, it's... What? Did you hear that, Deborah? Your brother talked, and I thought I killed him. I carried him for 2 weeks. He tricked us. The cur...
That's car.
Oh, yes. Come here, brother. Open your mouth so I can look at the map. Come on, open your mouth. Wider. Wider. Not you.
I'm sorry.
Now, brother, hold your mouth open so I can look at the map.
I looked in his mouth, and I was able to see the map very clearly now, because the light was coming through the hole in his head.
Deborah, according to the map, we must be close to the village of Kalawana right now.
Aganuamawa! Aganuamawa!
Quartermain, wait.
Lakua!
What's wrong, Deborah?
I can't go on. I'm so thirsty. I must have something to drink.
Well, I was saving this for myself, but here, you can have it.
What is it?
Snake milk.
Snake milk? How in the world do you get snake milk?
Oh, the usual way, but you need a very low stool. Don't throw away the bottle. I get 2 cents back. Let's go.
Aganuamawa! Aganuamawa! Lakua!
What's the matter, Quartermain?
We must be near the village. Look, there's a horse.
And there's a pig.
And there's a rabbit.
What's up, Doc?
We really didn't see those animals. But if you think I'm going to pay Mel Blanc just to do a lousy woodpecker, you're crazy. However, we did Salawana. And as we approached, the native chief came running up to us excitedly and said,
Lala Boogie Mala Kola Hananoya.
Huh?
Lala Boogie Mala Kola Hananoya.
Quartermain, this native is asking us something, but we don't understand.
I'll find out what he wants. Nula Magina?
Lala Boogie Mala Kola Hananoya.
Oh, Michigan 14, California 6. Tell me, Chief, where is King Solomon's mines?
Maga! Maga! Maga!
I mentioned King Solomon's mine. The whole tribe turned on us. Their frenzy mounted. They tied us to stakes and built a huge fire around us. Deborah became panicked.
Quartermain! Quartermain! Help me! Help me!
Courage, Deborah! Courage! As I stood there helpless, a native, painted in grotesque colors, grabbed Deborah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this exciting epic of the jungle will be continued next week. Will Jack and Deborah escape from the cannibals? Will they find King Solomon's mines? Will Mel Blanc get paid? Tune in next Sunday for the closing episode of King Solomon's Mines.
With our special guest star, Deborah Kerr.
That's Carr.
Oh, yes.
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first, let's join some winter sports at a mountain ski lodge.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
I run a winter sporting lodge for skating and for skiing, but the favorite sport of everyone is LSMFTing.
Good skiing snow reminds me of the cigarette I like. It's always firm and fully packed. You know it's Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Friends, are you happy with your cigarette? Here's why I ask. A recent 38-city survey shows that millions of smokers are not happy with the brand they're smoking. Now, if this is true of you and you want complete smoking enjoyment, switch to Lucky Strike. You see, fine tobacco and only fine tobacco always gives you that happy blending of perfect mildness and rich, true taste. Everything you want in a cigarette. And everybody knows LSMFT, Lucky Strike, means fine tobacco. So friends, really enjoy your cigarette. Be happy, go lucky. Make your next carton Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Ladies and gentlemen, next week we continue with the second episode of King Solomon's Mines, starring Deborah Kerr, through the courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Deborah, thanks so much for being on our show, and we want you to be here next week at the same time.
Well, do I get paid again next week?
No, you see, if you hadn't argued so much about the pronunciation of your name, we could have finished it tonight. Good night, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, when a fella needs a friend, he needs a helping hand. In the hands of the big brothers that help thousands of growing boys to find their way to useful life. Be a big brother yourself. All you have to invest is your time and your interest. Write Big Brother of America, Philadelphia 3, Pennsylvania. Thank you. Be sure to hear Dennis Day and a Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Stay tuned for the Amos and Andy Show, which follows immediately. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is Chesterton Radio, your home for podcasts of works by G.K. Chesterton, plus drama, comedy, mystery, science fiction, big bands, and much more. The soundtrack to your Chesterton day at chestertonradio.com.
Answer the phone.
Go answer it yourself. Can't you see I'm patching your overalls?
Okay. Hello? How do you do? This is the Take It and Go quiz program. Quiz program? Yes. Can you answer this question? Who discovered America?
Columbus. Christopher Columbus.
Right! And for answering that question correctly, you have won $15,000 in cash, a new 1951 Cadillac, an electric dishwasher, an 8-piece bedroom set, a cedar chest, your house painted inside and out, an 18-foot motorboat, a 16-carat diamond ring.
Henry, why did you hang up?
Look what time it is. I want to listen to Jack Benny.
But look at all those prizes they want to give you. Are you crazy?
You don't understand, Kelly. Today he's doing a second episode of King Solomon's Mines.
Oh, yeah, with Deborah Kerr.
That's gone.
Well, don't stand there arguing. Turn on the radio.
Okay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you the star of our show, that intrepid guide of the jungles of dark Africa, Alan Quatermain.
Thank you. Hello again. This is Alan Wait a minute. Don, why did you introduce me as Alan Quatermain?
Well, Jack, that's the character you play in King Solomon's Mines. Aren't you going to do the second episode tonight?
Yes, of course, but not right now. Everybody isn't here yet.
I'm here.
Oh. Well, Dennis, I'm so glad you are. Believe me, I don't know what I'd do without you.
My mother said you'd kill yourself.
Your mother. By the time she realized that I'm the star of this show.
Oh, I know you're the star of the show, and I want you to know I appreciate everything you did for me.
Well, thanks, kid.
You gave me the opportunity. You guided me and taught me everything I know.
Oh, Dennis, please.
Oh, no. I'm not the kind who forgets. You picked me up 12 years ago when I had nothing.
Oh, Dennis.
And now I have $38.
$38?
Which I save for my own show.
Well, you could save on what I pay you, too, believe me. Now, Don.
Yes, Jack.
Will you please call my house and see if Rochester left yet?
Well, what about Mary and Deborah?
Rochester's driving them down. Yeah, I hope they get here soon.
Is it too windy in the back, Miss Livingston?
Not for me. How about you, Deborah?
I'm fine, thank you. You know, Mary, I'm excited about being on Jack's program again. It was fun last week.
Well, you were wonderful in it, Deborah. But tell me something. You made the picture King Solomon's Mines with Stuart Granger, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And on the radio, you did it with Jack.
That's right.
Well, tell me, Deborah, how would you compare Jack with Stuart Granger?
Well, Mary, I don't think comparisons are fair. After all, look at their ages. Stuart Granger is 32, and 7 years makes a lot of difference.
7 years? Did Jack tell you he was 39?
No, 25.
Oh, no. If Jack gets any younger, CBS won't have to buy him. They can adopt him. Deborah, how did rehearsal go yesterday?
Oh, fine, Mary. Jack is wonderful to work with. But we have one love scene where we're supposed to kiss, and I asked him to cut it.
Why?
Well, with his glasses, when you get that close to him, you feel like you're window shopping.
I know. On a clear day, he can see Big Bear. The Auto Club calls him for snow reports.
But you know, Mary, Jack really isn't a bad actor. It's too bad he never won anything.
It's just as well. His head doesn't fit his hair now.
Oh, Mary, you're terribly amusing. I don't know what Jack would do without you.
My mother says he'd kill himself. But Jack means well. Rochester, be careful.
Yes, ma'am.
Mary, a fender just fell off.
Yeah. I wish Jack could get a new car. This thing is awful.
I think it rides quite smoothly, considering that the rear wheels are so much larger than the front ones. By the way, what's that shotgun doing on the front seat?
This used to be a stagecoach. Mr. Benny still has a contract to carry the mail between Santa Monica and Malibu.
Rochester.
Neither flats nor blowouts nor dirty windshield shall stay this courier from his appointed round.
Rochester, stop being silly. There goes a hubcap. Rochester, we lost a fender, a hubcap, and a tail light.
I know.
Well, aren't you concerned about all those things falling off the car?
No, this is the molding season.
Rochester, please go a little faster. We're late already, and Jack must be worried about us.
This is awful. We got a program to do. I can't understand what's keeping the girls.
Well, maybe they went by my house to pick me up.
Oh, did you tell them to?
No.
Then why would they go to your house?
They're both nuts about me.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dennis, how can you say such stupid, idiotic things? Both nuts about you. Mary thinks you're a silly kid, and Deborah doesn't even care.
That's Carr.
Now cut that out! Anyway, Dennis, since we can't start the sketch till Mary and Deborah get here, how about singing your song? Maybe that's them now. Come in. Well, I certainly didn't expect to see you, Mr.
John L. Streets of Rome.
John, what are you doing here?
I just dropped in to tell you the good news. I just got a job.
A job?
Yeah. I'm going to be an usher at Graham's Chinese Theater.
An usher at Graham's Chinese, eh? Well, good.
I sure was lucky to get it. There was a lot of people there before me. They must have been waiting a long time.
Well, how do you know?
I could see their footprints in the cement.
No, John, well, never mind. Look. Anyway, I know you'll make a very good usher.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They offered me the same job at the Pantages Theater, but I turned it down.
Why?
They're showing Born yesterday, and the smell of hospitals makes me sick.
Well, tell me, John, how did you get the job at the Chinese?
Well, I'll tell you how it happened anyway. I was walking down the street. I wasn't doing anything. Just walking down the street. I didn't feel like doing anything. Just walking down the street. All of a sudden, a fella comes up to me and says, "Hey, you." I said, "Who?" He said, "You." I said, "Me?" He said, "Yeah." And can't you see I'm busy?
Busy?
I was counting the cracks in the sidewalk.
Well, mister,
You better watch me. I think awful fast.
I'm sure you... Well, good luck on your job, Mr. Zavoni. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Come on, Dennis. Come on, let's have your song. That was Tennessee Waltz, sung by Dennis E. Day and accompanied by a 3-star Hennessy orchestra. Hey, that was a pretty good ad-lib, wasn't it, Dennis?
Yeah, it even got a big laugh at rehearsal.
Dennis, you weren't supposed to tell. You know, sometimes you do...
Hey, Jack, we're here.
Oh, hello, Mary. Hello, Deborah.
Hello, Jack. Dennis, you're here. We went by your house.
You see?
All right. Now, girls, you got here just in time because we have to do our play. Now, Mary, in this episode, you're going to be a native princess. And Dennis...
Yes?
You're going to be Deborah's brother, the same as last week. Now go ahead, Don. Introduce the play.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Jack Benny Jungle Art Players bring you the second episode of that thrilling saga of darkest Africa, King Solomon's Mines.
My name is Alan Quatermain. My business is leading safaris through the animal-infested jungle of the Congo. Last week, I had decided to give up the treacherous life of the jungle and go back to England. As I was packing a beautiful girl, as I was packing, a beautiful girl with flaming red hair came to my hut. Her name was Deborah Kerr.
That's Carr.
Carr. They come in late and give orders. Deborah was looking for her uncle, who never returned from King Solomon's mines. I refused to make such a perilous trip. She knelt at my feet and begged. She pleaded and cried, but I resisted her for hours. She offered me her lips. I remained stubborn. She offered me her love. I still resisted. Then suddenly, I became putty in her hand. She offered me money. 18 days later, with our food and water nearly gone, we arrived at the village of Kalawana. As we entered the clearing, the savage cannibal tribe turned on us.
Quatermain!
Courage, Deborah, courage!
Quatermain, don't let these cannibals torture me. Do something. Talk to them.
I will, Deborah. I will. Agula Kanagu, Wago Kanoya, Matula.
Umbage Waga Lamoa Atuna Sanako.
Quatermain, these cannibals are vicious. How are we going to get away?
Quiet, Deborah. I'll amuse them. I'll tell them a limerick. They love those. It worked. They've gone.
Oh, that's wonderful. What was the limerick?
I can't tell you. It's dirty.
It really wasn't, but I like to drive the CBS censor nuts. The next day, Deborah, her brother, and I started out again on our search for King Solomon's mine.
Aganuamawa! Makua! Why is your sister lagging behind?
Shall I go get her?
No, she's 10 feet away and you'd only get lost. You're always getting lost. I didn't see you all day yesterday.
Well, yesterday was Saturday.
Well, what about her?
I had to go back and do my own show.
I was glad he had returned because the map to King Solomon's mines was painted on the roof of his mouth. And I was the only one who knew which one of his heads it was in.
Brother, you wait here. Deborah, you keep lagging behind. Here, let me help you.
Don't you touch me.
What?
I hate you, do you hear? Hate you. Hate you. Hate you.
But why? I'm trying to help you. Why do you hate me?
Because it happens in all pictures. I have to hate you first so I can fall in love with you later.
That didn't seem to make sense. In the horn blows at midnight, they loved me in the beginning, but hated me when it was over. I couldn't understand it.
What are you mumbling about?
Nothing.
Aganuamawa!
What's the matter, Quatermain? Why did the natives stop?
They can always sense danger. Careful, Deborah. There's a lion. Where's my shotgun?
I saw it on the front seat of your stagecoach.
But I brought it with me. Oh, here it is. I think
Ooh.
We were in trouble. The lion had a rifle, too.
we must get away.
Aganuamawa! Aganuamawa!
Late that night, we arrived at the village of San Zimbalist. As we entered the clearing, a native princess came to greet us.
Aga Mala Yakanoa.
Yakanoa? Are you a native princess?
Yes, me native princess.
But your skin is so light.
Me not real native. Me daughter of man once lost in jungle.
Oh, are you the daughter of Mr. Stanley?
No, Dr. Livingston, I presume.
Oh.
You come with me. I take you to Valley High.
Valley High?
At that moment, I was proud of my writers. They were now stealing from South Pacific. The princess not only befriended us, but her whole tribe showed us their hospitality. They realized we had been traveling for days and prepared a bath for each of us. As I sat there in the big tub relaxing, they even built a big fire under it to heat the water. But I became suspicious when I reached for the stove and found out it was a potato. This was a gravy situation. My writers were also stealing from Milton Berle. But I knew what to do to save us. I gave every member of the tribe a package of Lucky Strikes. You could tell they were delighted by the way they sang.
Akanuamoaku, Lucky Strike is a smoke for you. Dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo-doo, dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo. Akanua finds a back, round and firm and fully packed. Dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo-doo, dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo. We're so very dig-a-dig-a when we're puffin'. We all say, oh, dig-a-dig-a-doo, there's nothing better than a lucky Mika-wawa-zoom-a-guff. Means that there is no rough puff. Dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo-doo, dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo. Men who say that native TV is a dummy often end by filling up a savage tummy.
Get the baking soda.
We eat man, and when we're through, we all smoke his lucky stew. Dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo-doo, dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo. Bimawa, go on tea, Bimawa, go yambonge, Bimawa, go on tea, so lucky strike do. Dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo-doo, dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo-doo, dig-a-dig-a-doo, dig-a-doo-doo, dig-a-dig-a-doo today.
When they finished singing, they went into the weirdest gyrations. We stood there spellbound, watching them do their native dance.
Woo-woo-wah, 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 woo-woo-wah.
Chugga-mugga-mugga with an Elamine left, mugga-mugga-chugga with an Elamine right, with a seshe right and a seshe left, and a bunga-bunga-boom with a hoo-hoo-hoo.
Gee.
That must be a tribe from Calabasas.
Yeah.
Princess, there's something I'd like to know.
What you like to know?
We've been watching your people dancing, and the one at the end of the line dances so much better than the others. Why is that?
Last week, him eat Arthur Murray.
For the next 2 weeks, we traveled onward in our
Quiet, brother.
Thank you.
For the next 2 weeks, we traveled onward in our effort to reach King Solomon's mine. And the feeling between Deborah and I had grown to...
Uga mala nega.
Huh? Oh, yes. And the feeling between Deborah and me had grown... had grown to be more than friendship. We was in love. Each night we sat in the darkness of the jungle, anxious to show our feeling towards each other. But her brother kept coming between us. Twice I kissed him. During the day, there was work to be done.
Quatermain, what are you doing with that shovel? Where is my brother?
No, it isn't that. Tomorrow we start across the desert to King Solomon's mines. So I'm digging a Hudson trap to catch some food.
But that's just a hole. Why do you call it a Hudson trap?
Ask your brother.
Brother, why do they call that hole in the ground a Hudson trap?
Because the animals have to step down to get into it.
I wouldn't touch that joke with a 10-foot pole. The next morning, we set out across the hot, blistering desert. For 12 days, the sun beat down on us unmercifully. Our tongues were getting parched.
Wait, Quartermain, wait. I can't go on. My throat is dry. I must rest. How far have we traveled in this terrible desert heat?
22 miles.
Only 22 miles in 12 days? Aren't we moving awfully slowly?
Oh, we'd have gone a lot slower if I hadn't lightened our load.
Lightened our load? What did you do?
I poured all the water out of our canteens.
My first impulse was to crush his skull, but I didn't want to wrinkle the map. And though we had no water, we still continued on our way. Aganuamawa!
Wait, please wait.
Makoa!
What's the matter?
I just can't go on. We'll never reach the mines. This is the end, Quarterbrain.
That's Quartermain.
Oh.
I begged her to continue. We had to find out what happened to her lost uncle. And 2 weeks later, tired, weary, dusty, and bedraggled, we arrived at King Solomon's mine.
Gosh, Quartermain, look at all those diamonds lying around.
Yeah.
Stop kissing them and find my uncle.
Here comes somebody now.
What you do here?
We're looking for my uncle. His name is Sylvania Cartwright. Was he here?
Sylvania Cartwright? Yes, he here, but he go away.
Away? When did he leave? Maybe we can still catch him. Tell me, when he left here, did he walk?
No, he went by car.
That's Kerr. Stupid native. Well, Deborah, we got to King Solomon's mines, and your uncle is gone. So there's no use of us going any further.
I know, but what can we do now?
There's only one thing we can do. We'll finish it like all pictures. Kiss me.
What?
Come here, baby. What do you say now?
Aganuamawa.
Well, tell that to Stuart Granger. I'm going home.
Jack, we'll be back in just a moment. First, let's visit our local movie theater.
Be happy, so lucky, be happy, so lucky, strike, be happy, so lucky strike today.
My girl is quite a movie fan. With Lucky's I will teach her that richer taste and mildness make a perfect double feature.
There's only standing room tonight, and that's a happy fact. The movie's like a lucky strike, so firm and fully packed.
Be happy, so lucky, be happy, so lucky strike, be happy, so lucky strike today.
Friends, are you happy with your cigarette? Here's why I ask. A recent 38-city survey shows that millions of smokers are not happy with the brand they're smoking. Now, if this is true of you, and you want complete smoking enjoyment, switch to Lucky Strike. You see, fine tobacco and only fine tobacco always gives you that happy blending of perfect mildness and rich, true taste. Everything you want in a cigarette. And everybody knows LSMFT, Lucky Strike, means fine tobacco. So, friends, really enjoy your cigarette. Be happy. Go lucky. Make your next carton Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, so lucky strike, be happy, so lucky strike today.
Thank you, Deborah Carr, and good night, folks.
part of John L. C. Savoni was played by Frankie Fontaine. Be sure to hear Dennis Day and the Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Stay tuned for the Amos and Andy Show, which follows immediately.
This is Chesterton Radio, the true, good, and beautiful at chestertonradio.com.